Hey guys, how's it going? Mithro14 here, and we will be concluding our look through all of the priority ships, finally rounding it out with the IJM battleship Izumo. So, you probably would like to research Izumo if you're looking for a very high base stats for a battleship. She's one of the tankiest options as a result of her high base stats. Additionally, she's also got a barrage as one of her skills, so if you do end up wanting to do solo backline strategies, you can use Izumo as an option if you want to raise your frontline chips more safely. She also has a really cool Oni and Samurai kind of combination for her base skin. Her dialogue is also pretty cool. It's very stoic. It's very Bushido-like, where she talks about her sword being there for you, the commander. It's really nice. And lastly, she has a really nice New Year skin that makes her look real elegant. Unfortunately for us, Ibuki was the one who got the live 2D, so we have to live with that. So, in terms of Izumo's role, she has this really unique skill that trades her resistance towards high explosive in return for her defense against armor piercing. Unfortunately, thanks to her specialized armor effect, this makes her very vulnerable in later stages in PvP, where the high explosive damage is usually the dominant type. She does come with a barrage, similar to other battleships. However, it's kind of like Rodney and Nelson's barrage, where the barrage is purely damage, like the Big Seven, and it doesn't really have any utility attached to it like Hood or Duke of York. So unfortunately, Izumo's role is really just to be a really high stat stick, so she can be there to pad the stats for you, and it's really her primary use in a fleet. But now that we've talked about kind of the weaknesses of her skills, let's go and talk about Izumo's high stat line, because that's her main selling point. So she has one of the highest health pool totals in the game, being only lower than Hood, who is a battle cruiser and trades off having medium armor. But she's got a higher health pool than any other battleship in the game. Her firepower rivals that of Warspite, who currently has the highest base firepower in the game. And she does have average anti-air and has a very average reload stat. So ultimately, Izumo is all in on being this very bulky, very hard-hitting backliner, which makes her usable for solo backline, but she doesn't really have a good use practically. Her barrage is not that much better than most of the other barrages available on ships like Hood and Duke of York, and being high explosive weak makes Izumo actually very fragile and can even be a detriment at times. This concludes my brief overview on all the priority ships. Coming up next will be a brief guide on how to plan for research when it hits this coming update. If you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe for more.